Hello, hello. It's go time, says Bolt. You bet. Welcome to day 41 of my 3-year challenge to get my health and wellness under control. I've also been fasting for that amount of time. A little bit hungry today, but I imagine after 970 hours of fasting, that's probably not a surprise. How's your diet going, Bolt? I know you were just trying to keep the calories in check right now, and you're starting to switch over to that AIP diet. I looked into that a little bit. It is pretty restrictive. I like how it kind of adds foods in because foods are definitely they have an effect on our body we don't realize. Like I've talked about how much I love my flexibility right now. My joints feel amazing. It's from something. It might be because I was eating sodium, or maybe it was carbohydrates, or could have been anything. But at least with what you're talking about doing, you kind of clear the slate, add things in, and see how it does. I like that a lot. So, like I said, I am 41 days. I'm not doing a weigh-in today. I wore fancy clothes. Another non-scale victory. I got a Star Wars shirt. I don't know if it comes up very good on thing with all the lines, but the shirt that I have running out of food and going to get groceries. You bet. I think I have to go get groceries on my way home, actually, because I have to clean the back of the car out. Yeah. Anyways, I could have done that all day. I was gonna just pull up the fasting app real quick just to show the number of hours that I am running right now, and I would actually have to turn it on here to get it to work. It should pop up, but I am at 977 hours fasted, 23 hours away. That is no moon, you bet. 23 hours away from being done with this crazy idea I had to fast. Excited. Try a little bit of food tomorrow, but I'm also a little bit nervous because there's always you have to be a little bit careful when you refeed. So, are you talking about my shirt there about that snow moon? Or are you talking about me? Wait, all right. So then, yeah, I pushed it to 1,000 hours. I could really probably end at any point, but I just decided, feeling good when I hit 30. Why not just add a ridiculous amount of time and go from 721 hours because of daylight savings? Because I planned so well. I started my diet the 2 hours into my diet, we added another hour to the clock. So, anyways, feeling good at 720 hours. Figured I could do another 280. That's nothing. I know. Let's see. The anybody got any non-scale victories they want to share, or anything about how your diets have been going? I'd love to hear about it. I hope that you're doing well on your diets. The couple of non-scale victories I have on my list is that I put a new hole in my belt. There's, I suppose, a little bit of a story behind the belt that I have, in that similar to, like I talked about previously, having an issue with breaking toilet seats that hopefully we don't have to worry about anymore. I definitely wore my belts out till the point that they broke. If you are like me and cinch your belt very tight to keep it up, when you sit down, it definitely causes wear on the belt and snaps the belts. Anyways, I go and get my belts usually from a big and tall place, or depending on maybe if Walmart has the size that fits. But a lot of times my belts belts are not cheap. Like I mean, I guess you wear them every day. So, anyways, I like to go to my big and tall store and go through the clearance rack and buy their cheap stuff because they charge a lot of money for their non-clearance stuff. So, anyways, the belt that I have on was like too big for me when I bought it. Like I could put it on like the smallest thing, but it was like I want to say it was like a 72 or 74 inch belt, which is like 10 inches bigger than I guess what my waist probably would have been. I mean, I was in the, I don't know, I think I was in the 58, 60s. But I wasn't wearing jeans here for the last few months because, you know, they weren't comfortable. And so, anyways, my belt was already super big. I was already on the small. So before I started my diet, once I started wearing pants again, I'd have to go back and see. Once I started wearing, once I started wearing jeans again, I had to put a hole in the belt because I was already too small for the belt and it wouldn't hold my pants up. And then I put another hole in it today, and I measured the distance between the holes, and there was a 4-inch distance between that hole and this hole. So that's pretty cool for my non-scale victory. My clothes are definitely getting baggy as far as my pants go. I'm gonna have to start digging for some of my other pants because the waist is going down really well, and I'm very happy about that. The other non-scale victory I have here is that my channel is at 103 subscribers. So thank you guys for subscribing. I know that is really nothing in the YouTube world, but I do appreciate that 100 people have checked out my streams and felt enough to hit the subscribe button. So I definitely appreciate that. And hopefully someday I'll be saying I have, you know, like 150 subscribers. That would be really cool. Anyways. And so the other stuff I had here, let's see. Not weighing in, so I don't have a 1,000,000 calorie challenge update. As far as other stuff I had written down, I'm pretty excited because I have, yes, I'll get to go shopping in my closet. Well, probably not my closet, as you know, because you know that my clothes is not my closet. They're in a box somewhere, in a pile, in a corner that I got to go find. So, but I do have some, I definitely have some stuff that I'll be able to wear that is in my dresser that I just kept pushing to the bottom, but I do have some stuff I'll have to dig out. I'm not quite fitting into, this is a 5X shirt. I fit into it. I'm not like where I feel super happy in a shirt, but that's just my own thing. I'm sure that to other people, they wouldn't notice, but I kind of try to be picky about, you know, have my belly hang out and stuff like that. So, so I was starting to say, I'm really excited that we have an air fryer that we are going to be using now. And so hopefully it'll help us eliminate a large amount of oil from our diet, because a lot of what I'm seeing here that I need to probably cut back on the oil that I am consuming, considering everything pretty much covered in it between French fries and burgers and all the stuff I used to eat. So it'll be good to cut that out. And so, yeah, if anybody's got any good air fryer suggestions, I love to hear those. I'm definitely excited about trying some fries as far as like potatoes out of the air fryer. It also dehydrates, so I might try dehydrating some fruits as well, which would be cool. And then I'm excited about getting that. And then I was, I was going to bring it up when I was talking about the fasting. So I have that Life app that I was on with the the thing here, and maybe I'll just try to pop it back up here because I have time. Pop this back up, and so I talked about it the other day. Maybe it was even yesterday. I don't know, but I talked about it recently. That I use this app here called the Life app, and so what this does, and it's, I guess if anybody is using fasting or intermittent fasting as a way to lose weight, what I was doing here is they allow you to have groups. They call them circles, and so I created a circle for here that is fasting. And so it's the same as my Instagram. It's FAHSTING. What I'm going to do, especially if people actually join the group or get on this app, I'll try to keep track of my intermittent fasting as I do it, on a day-to-day basis, because it is like, for me, for like this this large scale fast, I really like the app. I haven't really dug into it like on a daily basis. I know it gives you the option to have like a personal fasting coach, and it talks about like what happens. So like when I got to this point, my insulin has dropped to the lowest level, and your body's becoming increasingly insulin sensitive. And so, and then they kind of quote where they got that from, but there's all kinds of things, immune regeneration. And so it just kind of helps, once you get past about 2 days, there's no more milestones, which is why it's all red around here. And if I was doing a shorter fast, these little logos would be more spread out so that I could actually see what they are when I'm clicking on them. Right. So at that point, you're in ketosis. So that's kind of cool about it. And then the circles here, that is more information that I suppose I wanted to show. But and then it has progress and today and checkup and marketplace and stuff like that. So if anybody is interested in joining this group, I believe it's public. You just got to download the Life app on your cellular device, and then add that as a circle, or add that, and then I don't have any tasks, so I don't know if that's something like if you do the life coaching stuff or what, but I thought that would be kind of cool. I know some people have also talked about doing, or asked me about doing, a Discord, and I have Discord. I've used it really just for like video game stuff, like talking to people while playing video games, and so I've never used it as like a community use, like myself, I guess. So if there is more interest in that, I suppose I can look more into that. But right now, trying to do stuff on YouTube and Instagram, and then I'm gonna add this Life app. But like I said, I don't know if you can even message on it. I think it's really just as like, so we can keep just checking in on each other, make sure everybody is doing what they plan to do. And I suppose if somebody got on and did a big fast, it would be cool to see that, and then we could follow their progress as we go on with our live streams as well. So that was yes, you're in a bunch of Discords. Old. Yeah, I'm in a few Discords. Like I said, I get it actually, Discord right now probably annoys me more than anything because I get alerts for stuff that I haven't really been doing much with in the last few months, especially the last month. I haven't been playing much of those video games at all. And so that expired anyway, so I might as well close that down. And then KF says you start using that app. You like the app. Yeah. You're the one that told me about the app, so I assume you like it. And I know we had a circle together. Yeah, you don't even know what Discord is. I'm sure our son will be asking about it here in the next little bit, in the next year or two, for sure. So the belt driver. The other thing, I was trying to think about what to do about the my beautiful scenery behind me. So magnificent. Um, all of the pictures that I've had as backgrounds have just been um, oh, I'm so far away from the mic. I don't know if you guys heard much of that, but all of these pictures that I have are just pictures I have taken, or the one that I had from when I was camping from a long time ago. Somebody took of me, but they're all my photos. I'm thinking about trying to develop something different for behind me. Um, Maybe it'll. I don't know. I haven't even really. I was just thinking about it kind of right before stream, and so I guess I figured I'd kind of mention it here for ideas. I know that Justin's been on talking here today, but and so he might be watching, but he's been really bugging me about getting some stuff done. I also want to do uh, like an intro so that for like the 2 minutes before I go live, there's something that just kind of says what's going on, talks about the live streams, what my goal is, things like that. Because I found that if I edit these streams, then all of your chat goes away. And I like having the chat up because then if somebody, because I'm reading it or I'm referring to things, I guess I would like people to know what I'm referring to. Um, but I don't I hate that they have to wait for 2 minutes for anything to happen. Because I was just chopping like the first 2 minutes off of all my videos, and then I found that it was getting rid of the live chat, so I stopped doing that a little bit ago. And so, anyways, I need to do like an intro video, and then maybe develop a logo or a brand more than just it being me. I know it's because I want it to start to become something more than just me. I knew when I was starting this that it was going to have to be a lot of me talking and me doing stuff, and really I have to accomplish something as well, which I'm doing now. I feel like with this fast, I feel like I've accomplished something um, to give people a reason to even hang out, and so I'm really going to be trying to push that here during my refeed here, and I'm going to go over, what I'm doing while I refeed, I suppose, for people that are looking. Yeah, I thought Bolt just said you should interview other YouTube fasters. And uh, I thought about that, and it would be something that if I could get what I would like to do with that, I guess, is when I think about that, is I would love to be able to have community of people watching me as I, like, because for me to call up somebody or set up an interview, I could do it just off stream and have questions and edit it together and release it. But I think it would be cooler, I guess, because to do it live, where like I'm interviewing them on Zoom or something like that, and then uh, I could have people asking questions on my stream that I could ask them, as well as obviously either pre-set up questions or whatnot. But I wouldn't necessarily, at that. Uh, I also don't want to limit it to just faster. Obviously, I would have the most in common with people that have done, extended fast and have posted it on YouTube or other social medias or wherever platform they use. Uh, but I really want this to be more than just about extended fasting for sure. I mean, I don't mind pushing the intermittent fasting and the benefits that shows for people, and that's what my Instagram is really going to start turning into, is probably more of a focus on the intermittent fasting and what I'm eating each day when I break my fast. In fact, that's probably what I'll do. I'll probably take photos of my food, post it on Instagram. They're fasting. That's, yeah, I just, whatever. I'll figure that out. But yeah, I wouldn't just limit myself talking to YouTube fasters. I guess I would like to talk to anybody that YouTube dieters, and there's obviously that opens up the field of potential people to thousands and thousands, because if you want to learn about weight loss, diet, health, you can YouTube just about anything and you will get any opinion that you want uh, to hear to support whatever diet you want to do. I suppose that's what YouTube's just got, all kinds of just crazy amount of content out there. So see, so yeah, I'd like to develop like either a brand for this type of uh like the meeting style or the daily check-in thing that I'm trying to do here, and then possibly use that logo for like a background behind me, or incorporate like the million calorie challenge thing into a background as opposed to having it be part of the overlay here. But that was, if anybody has any suggestions for those things, I am definitely open to that. So I'd love to hear them. As far as, I guess I'm going to swing back around to the fasting here at the end, because that's kind of the biggest thing that's going on with my diet is the fast and how far along I am. I might have mentioned it earlier. I don't remember, but I definitely, and I've said it probably the most, I've said it a lot probably since the 30-day mark. But I feel like I'm really starting to relearn what hunger is. Like, I'm starting to feel hungry today a lot. I definitely been hitting the water bottle a lot. And so I, I've been feeling the hunger today, which is a good thing for me. It is really, because the when I first started this, I talked about it, and a lot of people, when you're 10 days in, they're like, "Oh, you got to be so hungry. You're so hungry," And what I think I ran into, and I don't know, but the what I ran into is I didn't really feel hungry, or I didn't feel like I felt hungry. And so I even said it at the time, is that I think that I just don't even know what hungry is anymore. Like, it had been so long since I allowed myself to get hungry, and even with that 30-day fast I had, that was a year and a half ago, and you forget those things and you don't remember them. And I felt like I did well through that fast. But, and maybe this extra 10 days made a difference. But I didn't, I felt like prior to even fasting, I hadn't let myself feel hunger for a long time, because I was always shoving food in my mouth. There was never a point, now in hindsight, especially 41 days in, that I was ever truly ever hungry at any point. And so uh those first 10 days, when people were really asking, I had to be so hungry, I have to be so hungry, I think that my body was just feeding off of the fat. I mean, I have so much extra body fat to live off of. And it's just been so awesome to see my body work and to see the improvements I've had. Like I've said many times, in my flexibility, and just being able to get up and do stuff around the house is so nice. And uh, I've been more productive at work, and just everything overall. You don't have to fast for 40 days. You don't have to, be as stupid, crazy, extreme as me. But if you spend 40 days focusing on taking care of yourself, at the end of 40 days, you're going to feel better than you did. And it's just, you might have days that suck. I mean, especially early, your body really hates that you're trying to change that. Like, your instinct, your natural body's instinct is to um, is to eat, and the uh, it's to find the the most high calorie dense food that you can, and to eat as much of it as you can. It's just natural. Like and it's something that the people, like, we wouldn't be here if our ancestors didn't have the instinct to eat more food than they needed at the time, because when they didn't have food, they needed the stockpile. They needed the fat stores on their body, and so uh, our physiology hasn't kept up with our dining choices, and so it's definitely something that uh, I've been uh, I've been feeling hungry. That's really where I was going with all of this. I know. The last day, and also I mentioned it's just like doing a set of 10 uh, bench press, or doing a set of 10 squats. The first 8 of them, you knock them out like, come on, I could do this all day. What are you doing? The ninth one, you start to kind of just creep a little bit, and then, and then the 10th one, you feel like the whole world's on your back. And I think maybe I kind of did that with this fast, that the um that's where I'm at, I guess, is that the first 30 days was like doing the first 8. The last 8 days have been doing um the uh the ninth, and this is the 10th set, I'm gonna catch up a little bit on the chat. I know there's only a few comments. I am gonna go live tomorrow. I'm gonna do it at 3 o'clock. Decided. I'm doing it at 3 o'clock tomorrow live, because that's my 1,000 hours. I'll do a weigh-in, and I will probably eat something in front of you guys, because I'm gonna be hungry. And so it might be broth. I might sneak in a bite of something nice, but I'm not gonna eat too much tomorrow. But tomorrow, yeah, I'm on my last day, Crow ass today. I'm on my last 23 hours left, and so it's Central Time is where I'm at, 3 p.m. Central Time. And so then that's gonna be my last weigh in during the fast. It'll get me, I suppose, my official last weight, and then um I'll eat something, and then I'll come back on Monday and just talk about how the weekend went. The other thing was so the book KF mentions here is called The Pleasure Trap. It's a book that's been out for a while. That's kind of where I get a lot of what I am um kind of going with my diet after the fast. And I've talked about this a little bit too, is I'm not uh married to the diet that I'm going to after the fast, but I am gonna take it out on a few dates, see how it does, and if after a couple weeks I don't like it, I'm gonna reevaluate or keep going. And then if everything goes well, my hope is to try to get into doing another extended fast in February. I just got to really look into seeing what kind of a safe timeline to allow myself to kind of rebound from this one and then go back into another one. I don't know if 2 months is too quick. I'm sure if I was thinner, it probably would be, but I feel like at this weight, I can do quite a bit and still survive, being this far in. But we did just hit our half hour there. Awesome. Bolt just set an alarm. You bet. Everybody set your calendars. Means I got to do it now. I will though. I just got to get everything set up. I had these grand plans when I started this about filming all kinds of stuff and doing all this other, jazz. And um, when you're fasting, I have more energy, or I have as much energy, or but just the idea of, like, and again, I'm going to say it again, like I've said it many times, the idea of starting a big new project just is not the most fun thing on my mind. So that's why I am excited about eating, so that I hopefully get that kind of energy and drive, like on top of being more mobile and more, everything else. Uh, Having that drive to get those things done will be nice, because uh, I just it's always seemed like so much work. So tomorrow I'm gonna do the work and try to get some cameras set up so I can have some footage to try to do a better kind of start to finish with the diet stuff there. But that is gonna be my time for day. I appreciate you guys contributing in the chat. It really makes a difference as far as these um, live streams, especially going on in the future when I don't have as much to talk about with my fasting, and I'll have to start talking about other stuff. But I have a few things written down I'll talk about. I'm going to go check out my Instagram. It is at Fasting. That is FAHSTING. Also, check out the Life app if you want for the group. It's a circle, I think they call them. And that is also Fasting, FAHSTING. Tomorrow, I'll be here. I will be lighter than I was today. And we will you're looking forward to tomorrow. I am looking forward to tomorrow. That is for sure. And with that, I'm out of here, guys.